Our self-defense special this morning with the tools every single woman should carry with her, right?
Self-defense expert, Krav Maga instructor Mike Mahalkanen is here. Brought some items that you think are good for women to carry.
Yes, the caveat is this. I would just like to say is, you know, these are aids in your personal safety, and they shouldn't be relied to as, you know, relied on as your go-to. They could assist you in your training.
What happens though? You know, I mean, can you just not get to it, or it doesn't work, it malfunctions? What happens?
Exactly, they're mechanical. Some run on batteries. They have moving parts to them. You have to be able to access them.
Right.
You have to be able to keep control of them so that they're not used on you. So there's a lot of factors that go to it. I always teach our students that you never leave your house without your fists or your feet. So that's your personal weapons should be your first line of defense, and these are aids to that.
Let's start first with the flashlight. This is what you recommend women carry?
This is by far one of the best self-defense tools that people really don't think about, but it's a bright tactical flashlight. Now this model is actually a LED, and in low light situations, if you were to shine this in someone's eyes, they'd lose the ability to see you for seconds, okay? And that's the time needed to get to safety. So it's also, you could be using it, it's pretty hard so that you could actually grip it in your hand if you were to strike with it, so it would support your hands.
Interesting. Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
Used in combination with the light and striking.
Or with a direct strike, possibly that way too. If it's out of your hand that way and you're going to the face?
They actually make some with a bezel that have a crown point, so you could also use it.
Even more.
Yes, and you could also use it for inside your car for impact, should you need to bust a window or things like that.
Let's take a look at the pepper spray real quick.
Sorry for interrupting, Erica. Just for the record, I've been shined in the face with one of those things before.
You have?
Yes, I have. During the show, while I was doing the weather, and let me just tell you, it is effective. It works. I was blown away by how effective it was. I didn't know it was coming. And let's just say that it works.
Okay, it works. Good to know.
The next one is a product by Mace. It's actually it's triple action. It has tear gas. Also has a UV dye in it, so if you were to spray someone, they would be able to identify that person with
excellent.
Like that.
It's kind of like the dye packs in the money bags from the banks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, that's nice.
And then so you would be going. It's basically OC or pepper spray sprayed in the face. Causes it's eye irritant.
Does that really work?
It's for most people, yes. But it does have. I mean, there's a rare. You have to be able to hit them. You have to be able to get a good shot. If I turn away.
What if there's wind? Could it come back on you?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you deploy these in a windy condition, anybody around is usually going to be pepper spray.
That's what I carry. This is mine, and I actually run with this, and I keep it in my purse. But like you say, you kind of have to have it like in your hand, ready to go.
Open.
Yes, exactly right.
What else?
Exactly right. And these are just I brought a couple of variations of basically the OC spray, and this just comes in a pen unit, so you could actually carry it in your shirt pocket, and it'll deliver a small blast if needed.
That's only $10 too.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Where can you buy things like this that you're showing us?
You can buy it at police supply stores. Sell them. There's several around in the county that offer it. And this is another version. This is probably one of my favorite. It's a striking tool or a Kubotan that carries an aerosol canister in it. So it's not only is it a keychain and a striking tool, but has the pepper spray inside of it. So it has a thumb release. You'd pull that out. This is empty, by the way, so nothing will come out.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I have this
and then basically you
feeling I'm about to get
slide the safety off, and then you would place this away from your face, point the end towards the attacker, and then depress it, and it would burst out as like a fire extinguisher.
Can I carry this? The stun gun over here?
You mean right now, or?
Can I have that?
I mean, all this stuff you really need to check with your area to see what's allowed for you to be able to carry and what you can use. And down at the end we have a stun gun, and you have to understand that, you know, it's not like the movies. If you stun somebody and they're going to be incapacitated for a long period of time, if you stun them for a few seconds, they'll lose the ability to function and fall down, but they're gonna recover fairly quickly. And so you have to be, you have to be leaving the area.
There's a mentality around that. If you are able to use one of these tools in your toolbox, there's a beginning, middle, and end to every story, right? So you are able to get it, but you have to complete the deal, right, and get away. You can't just stand there and look at your prey.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You could, but that could be bad.
Yeah, they have other things, like this model right here has a personal alarm on it. So if you actually, if you turn it on, it's an audible alarm. But then again, there has to be somebody around that's going to kind of take notice to it. This one's kind of nice because it does have a safety release. So if I do squeeze it and if I'm holding on to it, and if it gets taken away from my body, then it's no longer optional.
So it can't be used against you. It can't be used on you.
Right. Well, if this is in here, then yes, it still can be used. But if this pin separates from this unit, then you can't use it.
That is amazing.
So there's a free women's self-defense seminar that's happening. Pretty cool stuff. That's going on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's at the MMA Academy Tri-City on Hacienda Drive in Vista. You can register by calling 858-564-8800. That number on your screen. If you don't have a chance to write it down, you can go to our website and click on that Scene on tab. This is informative.
Are you going?
I want to go. It sounds awesome.
I'll be there.
You will?
Yeah, I'm going to go up and hang out. There's some other courses that you guys are putting on that day. Gun defense.
We have a defense against handgun threats. Yes.
And for kids, you're doing some kids stuff as well?
Yes, we're doing a kids self-defense
All
class
free.
as well.
All free. Okay.
Can't beat that. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. Chrissy, thanks for your insight too, because I know this is your area of, you know a lot about this stuff.
No. They're the experts. I just want to point out one thing while we send it back inside is that your expiration date is good, and it's right on the side of the mace can. We were talking about that. So check your expiration date on your mace cans.
Yeah, my dad actually gave me this for Valentine's Day. So sweet. All right, Rahul, back into you.
Dad knows best. All right, ladies, good information there. Thank you. 9:33 still ahead.